1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, episode 138. 138. What's the podcast? Episode 138. We are back. DJ Jerome Baker the third. I am here with my guys, always available. Hashtag Streetwear Eddie.
What's happening?
And Don't Charge Abdul.
Unos tres ocho.
AKA didn't bring us anything back from Complex Abdul. Nevertheless, do remember you can go to What's the Podcast .live for our previous episodes. And you can also hit What's the Podcast. I'm sorry, you can also hit youtube.com/What's the Podcast for the video which you're watching. Shout out to our YouTube subscribers. The numbers going crazy.
Yo,
Comments is going crazy.
Number 30 in Belgium, you heard?
We would have had some YouTube footage from Complex, but again, Abdul dropped the ball. So, you know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
There's a couple interviews that supposedly there was some list information given away, and yet people.
We're going to talk about it. We could talk
Nah,
about
but it's when you see it though, it's iller.
Oh, true.
Nevertheless, Washington D.C., we are back. We are here. Climate change is real as fuck because it was 71 degrees here in the district.
I had on shorts
Yesterday and today.
I think yesterday I saw it was 75.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Like,
Just that get sick weather.
Damn,
I've
I didn't leave
been-
the house yesterday. I didn't know it was that nice outside.
I've been in the house both days. I ain't left at all except to take my daughter to school, pick her up. You feel me? So,
Yesterday
yeah.
morning was cold. I can't even front. I went for a run at 4:30 in the morning. It was 45 degrees. So it warmed up later on, huh?
oh yeah.
Okay. I missed it.
Oh yeah.
I missed it. But today was warm, though. I went for a run again this morning. It was almost 60 degrees. And I had a hoodie on and I was hot.
Hold on. I just gotta offer the DJ a gig right now.
Right now, just
Yeah,
you gonna tape the podcast on
On the
mobile?
go?
No, I already have 2 gigs
We
Friday.
should talk about it. We're taping a little bit early on Wednesday night. The podcast comes out tomorrow, but tonight we're gonna go out and party at Darling Nikki right after.
Darling
this.
Nikki tonight. Yeah, Veterans Day special should be
Listen.
special.
You're not working tomorrow.
You're not working. DC don't close till 4. I mean,
Listen.
we're not open till 4, but you
It
never
doesn't matter.
know.
You listen.
Oh, that's
it's open
tonight?
till 4. It's open.
That's
it's
tonight?
open
Yeah,
till 4.
yeah.
You get it
Come
free.
through.
You get it free with a military ID.
Yeah, getting free with a military
Yeah.
ID. There's gonna be a lot of military chicks there. All right,
Yep.
maybe not.
I actually just got asked to rock at a place called Seal, CIEL, 6th and K.
CIEL.
Mhm. There's a new Ace Hotel, AC Hotel downtown 6th and K.
Oh yeah, the rooftop.
And Heist got the rooftop spot, so they're
Let's go.
as we're talking right now, they just asked me to rock.
On what day?
What
I'm
is
going with
it?
you.
Friday.
Who's that?
We'll
Piero?
go. Let's go.
Nah, I think this is Stylist Chris. I'm looking through my iMessage, so I didn't bring
Word.
control. All
Yeah,
right,
let's
so
do
I'll
it.
make it work. I'll make it
Yeah,
work. All
we'll
right.
be there. We'll be there Friday. Cielo,
We'll be in the
whatever
building.
rooftop. We'll be there.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Cielo?
It doesn't
Seal,
matter.
CIEL.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Let's not plug them. They got
Also, what I was looking to do Friday was to go to the Umbrella opening. Basically, it's a group show. Opening night is 6 to 12. 6 to 12, I believe.
What is it?
Umbrella. So on 14th
show.
Street, so there's where Provision 14 is. You know where like
Oh,
it's like
yep. Right, yep.
so that whole block of brand new.
Where Martha's table used to be.
Yep,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
That is all retail spaces that are not inhabited.
So
and
no kings.
no kings.
Because
I've
they
done
used to
it.
throw parties there when it was. When
They
it
did
wasn't
Umbrella
before.
2 years ago.
was-
Yeah,
that was
2 years
Umbrella.
ago.
It was the
Yeah,
same
Tom
thing.
and I DJ'd the opening night.
That's
I had
fine.
a good time at that night. We had just started the podcast. Actually, it was
Yep.
right around that time,
That was-
and I came and rocked out with y'all.
So it should be a good time.
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Are you and
I'm
Tom
gonna-
DJing it again?
No. So they're not having any music this year because, unfortunately, there was some pushback, some feedback from the Red Eye Night Market.
Mm-hmm.
So the Red Eye Night Market was this past Saturday.
What's
I
that?
believe-
What's the Red Eye Night Market?
So basically, I'm about to explain it to you.
Okay.
So the Red Eye Night Market was a No Kings event downtown DC, basically like 3rd in Pennsylvania, that took all of the better and more popular. Let me not say better. A lot of the popular Asian restaurants in DC set up booths. So it was like it have a tent with like 7 different.
Oh, that was this past weekend.
That was this past
It
weekend.
was like an Asian food
yeah,
festival.
Asian food festival. Right,
Okay.
boom. 40,000 people show up to the joint.
Oof.
Damn,
Yeah.
they was deep.
800 people complained on various social media
About not
channels
getting any food?
I mean,
about not getting any food, whatever you want to call
you
it.
said how many people?
40K.
Okay, so 800. That's not a bad number.
Only 2%. It wasn't
that's-
a bad
that's
number
good.
at
That's
all.
Good.
It's
Fuck
like
them.
Astro World.
I
Fuck
talked-
them 800 who complained.
I talked to the that's I can't vouch on that.
My apologies.
That was ill freestyle though.
Sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't it.
That was
But so basically they got some unpleasurable feedback and therefore they cut. So we were gonna do 3 nights of after parties.
Okay.
We were gonna do after party Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, Darla Nikki. But because basically the city is scared to have these large scale events right now, our event got canceled. Our 3-day run got canceled. I know another event downtown that got canceled. That's of the Hispanic function that got canceled. So, man, we had an ill party lineup set up. We even had Tom DJing this weekend. Like it was about to be special. It was about to be special.
So what happened?
They just can't. They just told us we can't do it. So Umbrella itself as an art show is still going on, but it's just gonna be no music.
Let's
So
go to the friends and family.
Hold on. So you're
preview
not going to be
tomorrow
doing
night.
no music there?
There's no music. Yeah, friends and family tomorrow. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going. So I'm gonna
What time are you going though?
probably like 8:30.
Nah, I gotta go before that.
It starts at 7.
I'll be there from 7 to 7:30. I got Bella, so we'll just go in there, say what's
so
up.
you
you're
bringing
not
the bean
gonna
with
stay
you?
long anyway.
I wanted to go to like art stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell
See,
yeah, hell
like
yeah.
openings
of
and
course.
stuff like that. You know, and tomorrow's a Friday, so I mean,
But tomorrow's
Thursday.
Tomorrow's
But
Thursday.
school will be a Friday. They don't have
It's
school
a-
tomorrow.
It's a
Oh,
Friday school.
my kids got school tomorrow.
Bessie Bella don't have school tomorrow.
Hold
so
on, your kid don't have school tomorrow, or your kids will have school on Friday?
She'll got school tomorrow.
'Cause
Oh wow.
it's Veterans Day, but my kids have school
Right.
tomorrow.
So basically, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kick it. We're gonna pull up right at 7. We're
Okay.
gonna pull up a little early. You know what I'm
And then
saying?
go to bedtime.
And then go to bedtime and like, you know what I mean? So
But go drop her off and come back.
nah, she's staying with me tomorrow night.
Oh, okay.
Because
Never
she's
mind
not with me
then.
tonight. You know
All
what I'm
right.
saying?
All right.
But nevertheless, it'll be tight if you're in
I'll
DC.
come back on Friday. We'll go to Cielo and then come through and browse around.
We'll try.
We'll do that again.
Friday, I got a stacked lineup of gigs
Let's go.
to
We're
make
out
up
on
for
the streets.
not having a stacked lineup of gigs last weekend.
Let's get on the streets all weekend.
What you doing this weekend?
Streets.
I got 3 gigs Friday. That CL plays. What's the other place? 1942.
Oh,
and then Ozio. Done with Ozio at 3. Bong 6 a.m. train in New York. Doing some spot in New York from 9 to 2, and then I'm right back to DC at 6 a.m.
Your
Sunday
brother's in
morning.
New York this weekend, right?
Yeah, he's there now.
Okay. So
and then-
he was hanging out with a friend of the show, Lex, in where were they? In Vegas, right? Going crazy.
Lex wasn't there. Lex was just
Lex was there in spirit.
Lex was there in
Oh.
spirit. Yeah,
Oh, he was just reposting.
yeah. Lex
Oh,
wasn't
I thought
there.
he had met up with your brother and was
Nah.
partying with him.
Nah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
He wanted
yeah,
to.
Kel's on.
Social media
He wanted
fooled
to. Yeah. Kel's on an award tour right now. He's doing big things.
Big thing. Shout
Is
out
he
to
sliding through
Big
DC, or he's going back to Arizona from?
I think he's gonna try to pull up, but
Oh, word.
but I don't know if he's gonna be able to hang because his flight.
Might have to get him on the pod.
Nah, I think he's gonna come down. I think he's gonna come down Sunday, but his flight leaves like 7:45 Monday morning.
Oh, we might need to get him on. What was the name of our segment that we're supposed to be doing?
Poisonous
on Sunday?
darts.
Oh yeah,
You get a
I
count.
We
don't
might
know.
have to get a good 10 minutes in with poisonous darts.
I don't
851
know.
Kellen.
He's focused right now. He's focused right now.
Yeah, he need
Poisonous
to drop
darts.
some knowledge on everybody.
Come on.
Oh man, okay. So boom, we got the knowledge in the group chat. I see it real quick. I need to do that once we get out of here. But yeah, Umbrella Show is gonna be very tight. If you live in DC, all weekend is free. I believe it's like 6 to 12 on Friday, Saturday, and then 12 to 8 on
Sunday.
Sunday. Actually, I think it's till 2. 2 in the morning on Friday, Saturday. I'm not sure though.
We on the
But-
streets, man.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna go
yeah.
tomorrow night. I'm going with the wife, and then I'm gonna slide through there Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, Bella and I just gonna get a quick appearance, real
Yeah.
quick. You know what I'm
Then
saying?
Friday
It'll be
we do it right.
Yeah. But nevertheless, it'll be a good time. Everything's peace.
Did you all catch Tony Hawk at Shaw Skate Park?
No, but when you sent the text, and I told it was being Yukio working that day,
Okay.
so I told Yukio, and he thought you meant in California. So he calls me the next day, upset, like, bro, why didn't you tell me Tony Hawk was at the Shaw Skate Park? I said, bro, I did tell you. I said, Abdul texted me. He said, I thought he was in California. I was like, no, bro. I was like, and then remember we had a whole conversation about Shaw Skate Park after, and he was just upset. But I saw the skate community was excited.
Listen, I was excited. I'm not even a skater.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
that's like fucking like Michael Jordan coming to play basketball at the neighborhood basketball court type shit.
Kind of
What
like a big deal.
fucking gentle
Yeah.
soul. Like
He
Tony
went out to
Hawk
eat.
just got a good energy around
He
him.
took
man.
Darren and his daughters out to eat too. It looks like.
I kind of think that might have been the reason for him even being here. Like, I think that whole thing with Darren Harper and his daughter skating in Freedom Plaza, and
Like
Tony
shine
Hawk
some-
ended
shine
up.
some light.
Yeah, I think Tony Hawk reposted that video of his little like 3 or 4 year old daughter doing like jumps off
Like
ledges and
ollieing
shit.
off the ledge.
And I think that kind of built some sort of relationship because he ended up coming to DC and then ended up going for a meal with Darren Harper and his 2 daughters.
That's amazing.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah.
And I mean, everybody in DC went crazy. All the skater kids out here, everybody.
I
that
mean,
works at-
everybody knows who Tony Hawk is.
everybody knows who Tony Hawk is, man. My
Yeah.
first introduction to sneakers, watching
Tony Hawk.
Police Academy 4,
Yeah.
where they had a scene where these kids were skating
The
through
Bones
the mall
Brigade.
and all this shit and doing all these crazy stunts. Come to find out later, that was Tony Hawk in one part of what's the name of his crew?
The Bones Brigade.
Bones Brigade.
Yep.
Like that was all of them.
And they
doing
all
those
had
stunts in that movie.
Royals and Breads on.
And breads on. Yep.
So we'll
Bread
post it. We'll post it in our Instagram story so you guys catch it. But there's a meme on. It's not a meme. It was a Twitter post actually of a guy who has a picture of Wesley Snipes in New Jack City, and the
Okay.
pitch and the caption is when the race war is happening and I gotta kill Tony Hawk. And Tony Hawk
What?
but Tony Hawk replied and he says, I appreciate the hesitation though. And it's Twitter gold. It comes up on Twitter every 6 months. We'll
Yeah.
post it in the story so everybody sees exactly what we're talking about. I want to share it with you guys.
What
now,
a
so
what a
that-
great comeback! It reminds me of there was a reply from Jack Harlow that went viral a few months ago or something like that, and this girl had been tweeting him over and over and over again, and finally she was like, Jack Harlow, I know you see my tweets and you're not responding, and he responded, I was respecting your wishes. And come to find out, her Twitter bio said, if you're white, don't tweet me.
Oh wow.
and he was like, yo, I saw all your tweets. I was respecting your wishes. So
That's
what
awesome.
yeah, it was a great comeback.
Yeah.
She played herself.
She played
She
herself.
definitely
but, I
played
mean,
herself.
But I mean, it was just like one of those things. Like you tweet people, and you just don't know who's gonna write back. And sometimes these people are trying to get reactions out of people. But shout out to Tony Hawk, man, white or black or whatever he is.
Yeah.
that motherfucker's a legend.
He's the god.
Yeah, he's a legend, man.
He's the god for real.
I was
Like,
I was
God.
happy to see like some of our young skate homies, like my kids' skate teacher JT, who works at Crush, got to take a picture with him.
That's
And,
fire.
Tony Hawk commented on his post, like,
Yeah.
yo, like for somebody like him, who's really ingrained in that community. This is it is like Michael Jordan. Like this
Yeah,
is his
yeah,
Michael Jordan
for
coming
sure.
out and really, except Michael Jordan's an asshole and,
And
Tony
Tony
Hawk is
Hawk-
like a really nice guy.
Clearly, is not an asshole. Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I thought it was tight, man. I would like to know what he was doing in DC if it wasn't to meet up with Darren Harper. And he like stashed his board somewhere and some
He
kid
threw
found
it.
it.
He threw it back in the skate park through the locked fence. So
he
that's
went
where-
early in the morning. He went early in the morning before the party. It was early, And
Yeah.
basically, he threw it in there and was like, "Yo, whoever finds this, write the hashtag that's on this board in the comments, so I know
Yep.
that you found it."
Yep.
Amazing.
And then he updated the post later saying he added the kid and was like, "This person found the board."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure those kids ran down to the park as soon as they saw the post.
Yeah,
Like,
they jumped the
Yeah.
fence. They weren't.
regardless
waiting
of,
for
I'm about to
that
say,
chance. Yeah, hell no.
I said they wasn't waiting for the fence to open. They was like,
Hell
"Hey,
no.
you know what I mean?"
I
So,
think he like autographed the board too. And
Yeah,
then
he
threw it
autographed
yeah.
the board. The kid
That's what
was
I'm
like,
saying,
I'm gonna get this framed and you know, and the
Put
good
it
thing
up
is
on-
he's
put it
one
up
of
on
he's,
eBay.
he's one- nah he's like I'm keeping this for life. He said
Yeah.
that. And he's one of those like skater kids from down the Shaw Boys, like all these kids,
Yeah.
man. That's a new skate park that just got rebuilt. I mean, my kids used to go skating down there, and then they closed it down for almost a year. It just opened up literally about a month
Yeah.
ago. So Tony Hawk got to come check out a new skate park in DC. I thought that was tight.
Mm-hmm.
shout out
Tony
to
Hawk, man.
shout out to friend of the show, Bobby Warris.
Warris, the man.
Bobby Warris he put up a new part on his Instagram last week. It's pretty killer. I've been watching it. It's pretty serious.
Who's Bobby
and
Warris? He's a skater
Bobby-
from out here.
Yeah,
Bobby
he's-
Warris is probably the best skater to ever come out of DC. I would
yeah,
say,
he's the
arguably.
dude.
He's better.
Probably-
He's better than Silent Time.
Silent
They
Tom
grew up
used to-
together.
Silent Tom used to live with him.
They
Listen,
grew up
Silent Time
together.
is low key a good skater, man. Motherfuckers don't know. We should
no,
put that out
no,
there.
no offense to Silent Tom, but Bobby makes
Crushes
yeah,
him.
Bobby,
Pause.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bobby is like your favorite skater's favorite skater. He's like everybody's
Yes.
favorite skater. Like all the pros, Bobby's their favorite skater.
He's a white kid.
Yeah, he's the best.
Mhm.
Bobby
Those
is the
dudes.
best.
Bobby is like
He's the best.
he's
Okay,
yeah
shout out to
yeah
Bobby.
he's creaming the crop for sure.
Yeah, I'm on the
Episode
show.
138. What's a podcast? Basically, Abdul went to Complex Con. I didn't
Yeah.
go. Shewar Eddie. I don't believe you went. No.
No. he
And
didn't.
Abdul is now going
I
to
did
tell
not
us.
go. No.
Abdul is now going to tell us about his Complex Con experience.
Yeah, you know what? Complex Con was a little bit different this year, bros. It was no sneakers that dropped, so I came back empty-handed because of that. Actually, I'm lying. I came back with one pair of sneakers. Trinidad James had a Saucony. What do you call it? Do you call it Saucony or Saucony? I say Saucony.
I say Saucony.
Likewise,
I think we
I
said
say
Saucony.
Saucony.
That's how
I
they
think
say it in the Midwest.
We've done this before on the podcast.
We've done
I
this
think.
before, but I heard a lot. I'm bringing it up because I heard a lot of people
Saying
and-
Saucony?
Saucony, and you know, mostly that was like white people saying Saucony. So I don't know if there's like some sort of disconnect.
Nah,
there
I thought it
between-
was Saucony because it's the same way.
Saucony.
Like, yeah, because like it's one of them words people mess up, like turmeric. You know what I mean?
Turmeric?
Everybody, see, somebody
Turmeric?
say turmeric, I say turmeric.
I say turmeric too, but people say like
I mean, I say
or, like,
turmeric.
See?
potato.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know though. I don't know if
That's
it's
the
turmeric.
sa- that's what I'm
I'll
saying.
go with it. But
Whatever.
Since I came to America in Baltimore, we've been saying Saucony. But he had a Saucony collab that came out, and I was able to get those from him. Really nice shoe. For one, I just wanted to support. Like, he was the only black designer that had a sneaker come out in Complex. I'm lying, actually. No, Kerwin Frost, who is, I'm not really sure what he does, but he has an Adidas collab that also dropped at Complex Con. But he's not black, actually. He's like Dominican or something like that. Person of color. It doesn't matter. So
You could be
but
you could be black and be Dominican.
no, you're right. But his shoes were really a little bit out there. I mean, in my age, I can't.
What kind
pull
of
them
shoes
off.
were they?
Bro? He had
No, like what brand? They were like
Adidas.
Oh, Adidas. Okay.
He has the supersized shell toes, so
Oh, they look okay. I think I've seen
Dog.
them before.
they're like size 19,
Yeah.
but your foot fits in them.
Yeah, like the Balenciaga Adidas.
no, not like the Balenciaga. You talk about the Triple S?
Yeah.
No, bro. I'm
Bigger
telling
than
you,
that?
it's literally a size 19. The motherfuckers look like this.
Like everybody's shoe is a size 19. and
Everybody's
then
shoe
the difference.
is like a size 20.
That's crazy. Who's
It
buying
looks
that? Who's buying
great.
that?
Bro, people were going crazy for it.
What's it called?
Kerwin Frost. He's a DJ, I believe.
No,
And-
no.
and I don't want to say too much because I know his brothers, and I don't want to, be disrespectful.
Yo, if you don't like it, you don't like it.
No,
Like,
I'm saying I don't like it, but I'm not gonna go like, deep past that. But anyway, so those came out. Those definitely went out for me. And then our friend of the program and fellow DMV native, Jung Woo, also had a shoe that was supposed to come out, and he's kind of one of those kids who kind of redid the Jordan 1 and added his own flavor to it. Unfortunately, his pairs was stuck in the fucking port of Long Beach, man, right down the street from Complex Con, and so he couldn't get any of his inventory there on time, so that didn't come out. But yeah, LA was fun, man. I went out there a few days before. I was there from like Wednesday, chopped it up with some homies. I was able to do a little bit of business out there, and yeah, so overall, I had a great time. I went to a nice little like a party at the Soho House that was just hanging out with the homies, and people were playing dominoes and eating food, and yeah, the music was good. So I did that Friday night. Other than that, I didn't do any. Oh, I hung out with Julian Soft Shoe Raps, former Commonwealth.
Adrian?
I didn't. I saw Adrian at Complex Con. I didn't get to hang out with him before, but I saw him at Complex Con only for a second. But Julian took me to my first Lakers game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he's got the plug at the Hyde Club, which is inside of the Staples Center, and actually ran into one of Jerome's peoples out there. This kid named Jack, who I think he's a DJ, right? Or he's a promoter.
Yeah, nah,
He's
Jack's the DJ. That's the homie. Yeah,
Okay.
that's my guy.
So he kind of runs that whole Hyde
He does, yep.
lounge at the
That's
Staples
dope.
Center, and he was like, yo, my man Jerome is from DC. I was like, yo, I do a podcast with him.
Yeah, that's
dog.
my man.
I'm like, you've obviously not been listening.
Right. He's clearly not your man like that.
Nah, Jack is my guy. though.
Jack, come on, listen to the fucking podcast, please.
We're going to tag you.
Yeah, we're gonna tag you. But nah, overall it was a great time, man. I had a good time hanging with him, with Julian and Jack and their peoples, and the next day was Complex Con. I actually didn't even have a ticket to Complex Con, man. I was able to just
Imagine
kind
that.
of shout out to Fran Relations who hooked me up with a band, but it was Gen Pop. So when I got there, I happened to see the homie Natural, who speaking of the Umbrella Art Show this weekend, he has a huge exhibition there.
Sick.
So, yeah, man, I just slid in just got in where I fit in, you know what I mean? Just was able to talk my way in and just slid in behind him and his manager and got in there. And it was crazy in there. But, like I said, it was different. It was different. There was just no present. I'm a sneaker dude. So as far as like clothes wise, bro, my sensibilities when it comes to fashions are limited by one, my age, and two, what I know I can pull off, right? Like there's a lot of things I'm just not gonna wear. So so it was a little bit disappointing in that aspect because I wasn't able to get any sneakers. But overall it was good, man. I got to hang out and chop it up with a lot of homies. And I listen, I'll be back in LA next year, man. There's a lot of things cooking, and I'm gonna be back out there for through my hot sauce shit. We're gonna do some shit out there. So
Dope.
yeah, it was fun.
Listen, man, LA and New York are definitely
You can make some things happen out
you
there
make it happen out there. You know, what I'm
without
saying?
even trying. Because
I mean,
I
that's what's
wasn't
just happening.
I wasn't even in like that type of like
Mode.
Yeah, it was
Nah,
just-
but you know what it is? It's the people.
Yeah.
It's like the people who are in those rooms
yeah.
happen to work at the places where things happen.
Yeah.
Well,
right? So it's different if like here you're in a room with people who make political things happen, or at least that's the reputation of DC.
Sure.
Right? But there it's lifestyle things. It's you know what I'm saying, companies, people who work in those circle, entertainment, lifestyle stuff. So
Yeah.
it's just like you never know who's in the room. And you know what I'm saying, once people kind of catch wind of what you're doing, the opportunities exist. Because there was an opportunity that I got this week
Yeah.
that was so ridiculous. Like I'm just gonna tell y'all off air. It was so insane, but I don't live in
Take the
LA.
offer?
I don't live in LA. I can't do it.
Yeah. So it's funny you said once people get a wind of what you do, they actually don't wait to get a wind. The motherfuckers just come up and ask you, so what do you do?
Yeah.
Like, and you know what? That's one question that still makes me uncomfortable to this day. Like, I'm just not ready for it. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I
can't
think
be-
in a place like L.A., you got to kind of cut through the crap, though, right? Because everybody quote unquote does
Doing
something. So if we shoot the shit, it's gonna be like, you just wasted my time.
yeah, but
But
I'm not there. I'm not there
Oh,
to like,
But you
Network,
are because you are
kinda.
because you're going back next year for some hot sauce thing.
yeah. You're
So it
right.
just
so
happens.
maybe
know?
but see, maybe that's your fault. No, and I'm
No,
not
no,
saying you're a bad person,
listen.
but like maybe you got to just change your
I gotta step it up.
change your lens a little bit to be like, I'm going out here to make some money.
Well, also now you realize you have something in network.
Because that hot sauce shit, you could have been like that kid Rufio, and he killed it. And I don't know why y'all not.
Is that the my jam?
Yeah.
I tried the hot sauce.
Not that good.
I mean, it was good, but it was not unique.
It wasn't Island Boy.
Respectfully.
It wasn't
It
Island
wasn't-
Boy.
And listen, all I'm saying
well,
is,
no, it was just like every other Scotch bonnet hot sauce that
Okay.
Jamaicans put out or West
Okay.
Indians put out.
and here's what I'm saying. Whether the product is great or unique,
You're right.
they don't care.
Nah,
They're
you're right.
buying it. They're buying it.
He
Nah,
had a
he's
huge presence at
no,
Complex Con.
he
Yeah.
used to be a drummer in like TV on the radio.
Yeah.
And he made a lot of records with like MIA and a lot of people like that,
Okay.
DJ and I mean he's a good dude, you know what I'm saying? But he just was like, yo, let me go to LA. And he's had a presence at everything LA related.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
The,
So
the
like
sauce is good. It's good. It's
whether the sauce is good or not, all I'm saying is that you got to just be in that market to really make it pop. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like next year, it should be a Commonwealth and your hot sauce collab for Family Style Fest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's one of the conversations we're having right now is for that family style fest.
You see what I'm saying, people? I knew this off top. I had no prior knowledge what Abdul was talking about, but I knew this.
Yeah.
Somebody hired me
a
to
lot,
do this stuff.
A lot of people invited us to be a part of that, so we'll see.
I'm just gonna toot my own horn. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to me.
Jerome Baker the
Yeah,
third.
for sure. Bam, New York this weekend. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Episode
Pop
138.
bottles.
So obviously, at this point in time, people have seen the Kanye West Drink Champs. It was very highly anticipated, and for some people, it delivered. For other people, it was kind of whatever. Unfortunately, the people such as Just Blaze, Big Sean, John Legend kind of caught some stray bullets. I'm a Just Blaze fan. His beats have always knocked harder than Kanye's. So,
For sure.
but I think the bigger reveal from all this was Kanye getting on Instagram and basically reading from his phone. He put a peace treaty out there. He wants to have a truce with Drake. This is engineered by
None other
Jay
than-
Prince. And some of the comments were like, "Kanye, blink twice if you're
Being
safe.
held hostage.
Yeah, if you're being held because of all the
God.
energy, that Kanye put out there, all of the boisterous way. When Jay Prince was standing next to him reading that phone, it was like all of that was out the window. I saw another meme that said it was when your girl makes you tell all your hoes you got a girlfriend now.
Yeah.
And it just was like, so he basically was like, Drake, let's have a concert. Let's stop the beef, have a concert to get Larry Hoover out of jail. If you don't know who Larry Hoover is, you should Google that. I don't want to get it wrong. I mean, I know who he is in my head, but I don't want to get all the facts wrong because I know you guys look to us for the bastion of truth that we are, and I don't want to mess that up. You feel what I'm saying? So, Kanye, man, I mean, you talk crazy. It kind of came back to get you. He apologized to Soulja Boy. He put that on his Instagram today.
I thought he was bigging up Soldier Boy in on the podcast though. So what did he have to apologize for?
No, he was saying that he was like his verse was trash. He said all types of.
Oh,
He was
yes,
on the.
he
He
did
was
say
supposed
that.
to be on the album, and
He
cut
did
him.
say that. He did say
But he
his
was
verse
saying that he
trash.
was like big for what he has accomplished. He
top
wasn't big-
five for
Yeah, for
He
the
did
f-
big him up like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but he didn't big him up because Soulja Boy went crazy on his Twitch.
No, you're right. He said his verse was trash, which is why he took it off.
and
You're
he
right.
was like, all you had to do was tell me if you wasn't going to use it. Like that's all Soulja Boy said. But Soulja Boy's holding up their iMessage convo where he's like, yo, your verse is hard.
Oh my God. I mean,
So-
that's so like so Kanye West, right? Everything he does is hypocritical. I mean, he shitted on Big Sean, and Sean came out and said like, "Yo, dog, we were just hanging out 2 weeks after you got done taping this shit.
Yeah.
Like, here's this pictures of us together with Hit Boy." And I mean, everything he was saying about John Legend, and how the Democrats have mind control over them, but yet he was mad because he did not have mind control over John Legend, because he wanted John Legend to act a certain way, and when that did not happen, now he's mad. One thing I did not like about the podcast was Nori and EFN not finding out what was homie's infatuation with Trump, because he kept on talking about how Kamala has been absent since she got elected, and this, that, and the other. But what was his party gonna do for black people and people of color? What did they do the 4 years that they were in office? Nothing.
Yeah.
If anything, they try to kill more of us. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think your expectation for Noriega the journalist is a little too high.
Well, I
right?
think there might have also been some sort of arrangement like, yo, don't ask me that.
No, I mean they said there was a lot of editing. Like they did say there was a lot of editing.
Okay.
I couldn't really tell, but people were saying there was a lot of edits. I feel like they just missed, but I feel like they missed that. I feel like they don't have the journalistic integrity to ask a polarizing question of that nature.
Because there were so many opportunities where even if you don't think about it, I mean, Kanye kind of presented it. He talked about the red hat. He talked about his peers in the music world being Democrats. He talked about Pusha T voting a Democrat and voting for Biden and Kamala. I mean, there was all these opportunities where that could have come up. Like, yo, okay, so these folks are voting. What are your thoughts? Like, what do you believe in?
Again,
like, what do you?
I agree with
touch on that at
you,
all.
but I'm just saying
No, it
that
didn't
they don't
come up.
have the chops to really do that. Like Nori really thought he did a great job. Like he really was bigging himself up on his own. He was on Fat
Sure.
Joe's. They did a recap the next day, and Fat Joe's quickly becoming somebody who I'm just like, bro, you're giving yourself way too much credit, right? like you gotta relax.
I mean,
my guy.
it's what's keeping him going, you know.
I understand that. It's also what got you
Happy
fried,
birthday, Big Pun, by the way.
fried on verses. Yeah, Big Pun would have been 50.
Yeah, I
today.
mean, yeah, but he's like Fat Joe's 50. So like, how many more good years do you think he has? Like, he's trying
Listen,
to
okay, listen.
I get
So
it.
50 is not the death knell like it used to be,
No,
right?
it's not. But
No,
I mean,
So
get
I
it.
so I found out earlier today that I wasn't going to be picking my boo boo up from school. So I'm like, oh, I got all day because I'm not leaving the house. I got food, right? Boom. I'm on YouTube. What do I see? The new Will Smith documentary where he's basically like, I'm about to get in the best shape of my life. It's called Best Shape of My Life. Will Smith is 52 years old, right? He doesn't look bad
I mean,
currently.
he's not in bad shape to start off with.
But what I'm
anyway.
saying though is like for a 52-year-old person, it's not like when we were
I
younger.
mean, no doubt, Will Smith has probably had some work done too on the low.
But
don't
all I'm
think
saying is, I think that I heard he has hair plugs, but nevertheless, all I'm saying is
That's
I
not
think
really work though.
I don't think he's at work. All I'm saying is I think that before when we were 21 or when we were younger, you're like,
Yeah.
50 is it's
mad
a
old.
wrap.
Yo, 50's not too far away for some of us, yo.
But what I'm saying is
right
so,
there,
but it's
almost.
not.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about me and you, not Jerome.
Yeah, y'all old. But what I'm saying
Holy
is,
shit.
but what I'm saying is, it's not the end of it all like it used to be.
No, it's not. I'm not trying to be on a stage dancing around like routing a crowd up at 50 years old and expect like kids to like think I'm relevant.
But I think there's a lot of rappers who are still able to be out there making money 50 years old
I think
if
there-
they
I
take
think
care of
there's-
themselves.
I think there's few rappers that are out there 50 years old taking.
Nah,
care of
I think De La's still on tour,
Yeah.
right? I
We're
still
gonna see
think
Tribe come out.
Tribe.
They're gonna do it, man.
I think you're gonna find
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
they're
guys.
not. I would say they're not as relevant today as Fat Joe is today.
But the thing about I'll say is there's a lot of rappers who have put albums out in the past year who just the albums come and go. Like music industry has changed. So so what you have to do is build your fan base and just stay relevant to them. The biggest winner of quarantine is D Nice. 51, 52 years old, something
Yeah.
like that.
And-
So what
and-
I'm saying is, go
No,
ahead.
Go ahead. Finish it up.
All I'm saying is that is if you once you lock in with your crowd and you just are build and understand, like, look, I'm not gonna pull the 27-year-olds, but that Biggs age range, that 46 to 54, I'm gonna eat. And I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna eat. And like, yo, if we've heard electric relaxation 10,000 times, why can't we hear it again? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
No, for sure.
the hottest show on TV right now is the Wu-Tang show, right? And they're
Yeah.
all 50, at least 50 now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're all celebrating
That's because
30-year-old music.
that's because we're all in the house our age watching this show. The young kids ain't watching it.
Nah, they're watching it too.
I think they
it's
are.
it's an actually a popular show. Like the
Okay.
ratings on it are really good, and it's not just in our demographic. It's a lot of younger kids who might have just heard about Wu-Tang and don't really know the whole story. This is their
But they're watching the
opportunity to
show.
really get the history behind the whole group.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, Fat Joe has done an excellent job of just completely rebranding himself, right? Even during
Oh, yeah.
quarantine. I mean,
Crazy.
He's parlayed everything into IG live show. He's had. I mean, motherfucker had like Fauci on his show.
Right.
I mean, he's had the Market America thing that he does. I don't even know what that is, but he puts on a suit and he goes up there and talks to people. He
Yeah.
is really a very charismatic speaker. Like,
Absolutely.
you know what I'm saying? When he talks, it's actually very like, I want to listen. I want to hear what he has to say.
Right.
Like he's very captivating in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, big up to him, man. Every time, like that recap he did after the Locks and who did the Locks battle and Dipset. Psh, one of the best recaps in the history of recaps.
Well, that's what got
You know
him
what I'm
his
saying?
verses. That's what got him his verses, right?
Yeah.
And then he
Listen.
just didn't deliver. So
That's different. Yeah, no, but outside
I mean,
of
I
that,
feel like he took it somewhere where it had never gone before. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a fan of Fat Joe's. Like,
he turned it into like a concert more than like a verses.
well, he went
know what I
extra hard in the paint with the battle stuff,
The
and it wasn't
90s
necessary.
joints.
It wasn't
Yeah.
necessary. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He caught some backlash over there. I don't remember, but he was calling somebody a crackhead or something like that.
yeah,
He called-
bitch. I think he called them bitches or something like that.
Some
Like, yeah.
bitches. and-
No, he
yeah,
called
it
them
was-
crackheads. He said they all look. He said he's seen them back. All his crackheads backstage. They look hungry.
I mean, he said both of those things, and
Yeah.
and yeah, it just wasn't.
bad.
Yo,
Wasn't a
but
look.
but I mean, you also got to remember where Joe is from and where he's coming from, and
For
a lot
sure.
of a lot of people don't know the old Fat Joe. People just know the lean back Fat Joe.
And I think
all
he
that.
just got really into that role of
Yeah.
1992, and
Yo.
let some things fly.
he got that flow.
He
that flow
apologized.
Joe.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
all over. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
and I feel like he comes from that era where like we're battling and anything goes, and don't take it personal.
yeah.
You
well,
know?
You know, we'll
people take
see.
it personal. And
Yeah,
people
we'll
get
see
shot
what
up and shit
happens.
Like that.
We'll see
not
what
him,
happens.
but just in general. Like in battles, I've seen it. Like you can't just because I'm cracking jokes on you, people can't take a joke back. Like I've seen it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers pull out a gun and
Yeah, but I mean,
it
he was
goes a
battling,
different
he
way.
was battling his homie. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, the Kanye thing has a lot of layers to it.
We still fuck Kanye.
I still would. I would like to see an apology to Just Blaze because it was unnecessary what he said
Yeah.
about him.
Hove came out and spoke on behalf
That's
of Just
crazy.
Blaze. Did you,
Yeah.
did
So
you see that?
I listened to it. I actually
Yeah.
listened to that Twitter Spaces.
Yeah.
It was a Twitter Spaces. Which
Oh, is
their-
that where it was? I was like, yo, what platform is
So
this?
it's a Twitter Spaces conversation, which is similar to Clubhouse. They were promoting The Harder They Fall. I think that's what
Okay.
it's called.
Yep,
the
yep,
new Black Western film, which
Hove,
I really
that's Jay's movie, right?
Jade
put
executive
money in it.
produced it, but the guy, the Bullets, he's the guy that directed it and did a whole bunch of stuff. He's like this crazy British dude.
Is he
But,
white or black?
No, black dude. He's
Oh,
crazy.
great. Okay,
He's
that's great.
Super talented. Super talented dude. He's
Everybody
crazy.
said the movie's good.
They
I
said
gotta
it's
watch
good.
it.
Yeah, whoever has Netflix, let me know. Give me your login so I can watch it.
Yeah.
Friday. But so basically they're having the conversations. The end of the conversation, it was like a 5-hour conversation, right?
Wow.
And so because like yo, you got Jay-Z on Twitter, like you
Yeah.
gotta do it. And they went to multiple hosts because once people caught on that Jay-Z was on Twitter, they talked to Noriega. They ended up getting Elliott Wilson to be the host after this guy Kazim had to go. I'm like, bro, where are you going? Like,
Yeah, where do you have to go? You're talking to Hove,
I
dog.
mean, you got
Right.
only thing that would make sense to me is you got to go pick your kid up.
You got to go get your kids.
That's it.
Yeah. And
Anything
you know what? You
else.
got to announce that to the world. Like,
I was-
yo,
Yeah, he
like,
didn't announce
I
it.
gotta go get my kid, dog.
Like my kid's school is letting out in 10 minutes. I gotta go.
I gotta be there.
He
Sorry,
kept doing
Hope.
that. He kept doing that. He'd be like, "Yo, I got 10 minutes. Yo, I got 5 minutes. I really gotta go. I don't want to go, but I really gotta go." Like he kept doing that.
I would have said it. I would have been like, I would have even let Hove understand my pain. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
And
mean-
the audience got to be like, yo, so
sure.
we're not
So-
over here cursing you out, thinking that something else is more important.
So
than Hov.
basically, it was I forget her name, but she was just like, "Yo, how do you feel about you know what I'm saying the Drink Champs?" And that's when he was like, "Yo," he was like, "The Just Blaze thing isn't correct." He was like, "It was a theme to the album." He's like, "Everybody brought."
Sounds accurate.
He's like, "Everybody brought something that contributed to that collaboration, and we made history."
Yeah.
He was like, "I know Bink feels some kind of way about Just, but he was like, they all did what they were supposed to do." You know what I'm saying? And so that's the one thing that I don't want to see Kanye do behind doors. He owes Just Blaze an apology in front of the world.
Just
You know what I'm
Blaze
saying?
posted something on his IG too, I think.
He did, and everybody was like as shocked as he was. Because Just Blaze said he literally watched up until that part. He said he went to the bathroom and 5 minutes, went to the bathroom. He said he comes back and his phone's going crazy. He didn't understand what had happened until he had to basically rewind and watch that part. And then he was just like, because he posted like that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, was that last Thursday night, Friday?
Yeah.
And Just Blaze is one of those dudes that's always up at like 5 in the morning.
I mean, he's a night guy.
He's a night guy, right? So, you know, man, I don't know, but we'll see. Episode 138, what's a podcast?
Sheesh.
You know, just I mean, obviously this is well known and everybody has their feelings about it. But the Astro World tragedy, our condolences to everybody who
That's crazy, man.
lost a life, was
So
injured.
sad.
I mean, we don't really need to spend a lot of time on it
Nah,
because we
it's
kind of know
literally
what's
too
going
sad.
on. But
Everybody knows.
it's really it's going to be a problem for the next few years. The only two things I'll say is I've seen a lot of hip hop artists taking more responsibility for their crowds at shows recently. Like I saw IDK, who's from Maryland. I saw Tiana Taylor, both speaking passionately to their crowds about safety, looking out for each other, and sort of understanding, you know, the greater experiment that we're here for. Another thing that I saw that troubled me was a lot of local people, not particularly people of color, not understanding how mosh pits and sort of how that works in like rock culture.
Yeah.
And to say that in a lot of those shows, if somebody's hurt, is what I read from people who are in that. If somebody's hurt, the mosh pit will stop.
Yeah, they'll pick him back up.
They don't continue to go.
They won't stomp you out.
They won't stomp you out, right? They will literally bring you to the front of the stage or to the back of the crowd so that nothing like that happens.
But this
Right.
wasn't a mosh pit, though.
But what I'm just saying is people were trying to make the comparison of saying in rock shows, mosh pits, et cetera, and there was a lot of misinformation. And what
Yeah.
I'm saying is that they don't allow it to go that far because they will alert the artist. A lot of people were saying that Travis was alerted to what was going on. There's
I don't
different
believe
video. There was video
I
of
mean,
people.
how do you alert somebody when they're performing on
it's
stage?
in the middle of
if you,
performing.
but if you see an ambulance in the middle of the crowd,
Yo, but there's ambulance. I mean, there's 100,000 people there. There's people there.
if there's an ambulance in the middle of the crowd,
Okay, an ambulance in the middle of the crowd. is
something is wrong.
different. Yeah, but somebody could have passed out. Somebody could have
Yeah.
overheated.
But again, if
know?
somebody passes out, they're gonna. You know, we've all been in shows. If somebody passes out, they pick them up and they take them. They sort of pass the body
Yeah.
to the front.
I don't think
I've
Travis,
never been
I
to a
don't-
show with 100,000 people. I don't think I'd ever be in something
I don't
like
think
that.
Travis is to blame for any of this. It's not.
I
his
don't think
fault.
so either, man.
It's not his fault.
I think it's terrible what is
I
happening.
think. I
and I'm
think we
sure-
can. I think we can agree to disagree because we weren't there, unfortunately, for one.
It's still not his fault. He's not supposed to do crowd control. That's not his job. He's going to perform, and that's
his
it.
entire brand is built on him being a rager, right?
So
He's
is
the
a lot
fir-
of white rock groups.
Yeah,
but what I
and-
just explained to you is that what they do is they stop, right?
Yeah,
his
but you-
entire hold
I don't
on,
think- I don't think that's-
his entire thing is that he's a rager, right? When 8 people die at your show, and he's the furthest thing from a rager. He's a black fucking Jack and Jill kid, so he's built up this persona as somebody who goes
so are the
hard
white
in the
dudes.
paint.
So are the white rock
We're not,
groups.
but let me finish my point. So what
Okay.
I'm explaining to you is that when you are the main attraction of a show, and you see ambulances running through a crowd and people being stomped and trampled, and there's people literally climbing up on stage, telling the sound people, telling the camera people, stop the show, my friends are being trampled. you're responsible.
Yeah,
but you're assuming that's what happened.
No, I
Also-
saw the video of them doing it.
Also,
I'll
him
send it to
st-
you if you like to see it.
him
Okay.
stopping the show would have not prevented that from happening.
So, would you want to keep going and more people get injured?
Well, no, I think
No,
I
I mean,
think
I
if he got to see that, then yeah.
How do
But
you not see it? Have y'all have been on the stage before? You can see.
I've been on a stage. I've been
So
on a
you can
stage,
see-
but when it's I've also not been performing. My job has been to just kind of look into the
Just
crowd.
spectate, yeah.
I just
Yeah,
want to
I'm
use. I just want to use. I just want to use
completely
common. I just want to use common sense here, right? If
Yeah.
you're performing and you see an ambulance snaking its way through the crowd, because again, if somebody passes out, they pass them forward. They don't pass.
Shouldn't the
Hold on,
sound,
hold on.
shouldn't the sound guys cut the sound out and close it off?
He at that point, who knows? The first person that's going to stop it, though. Remember, sound guys are off to the side or they're behind. If he's literally on the stage in front and sees it, he has to make it a point to stop it immediately.
So
I understand, Tom.
you're saying that he saw this happening and was like, "Fuck it, let him die," and just kept
At
going.
some point, he stopped it. I don't think
Bro, I'll
it
be
wasn't
honest,
immediate.
I
though.
don't think he knows, man. Like
I don't
when
think he knew
you're
people were
performing-
dying.
Yeah, I don't think you
Could
know
have been
people are
could have
dying.
been people fighting. It could have
Yeah,
been
it could
anything.
be so many
Again, no.
things
But again, no. We've been on stages before. If you see an ambulance come running through the crowd, that means you need to stop.
I don't know that, honestly.
I've been
I'll be honest.
I've been in the club and I've seen people get pretty much
And I've
murdered
continued
murdered in there, and the DJ don't stop, and the bouncers
I've
pick them
seen
up off the
motherfuckers
floor.
get cut the fuck up, catching
same.
buck 50s in the
Listen.
face,
Same in the club,
Listen, I'm happy
and
for
I've
y'all.
continued sipping on my drink.
I'm happy.
and,
I'm
and
happy
the
for
DJ
y'all.
keeps playing.
I'm happy for y'all. Okay,
I'm just
happy
saying.
for y'all.
I'm just
I really
saying,
am.
like you just.
What I'm
sometimes-
saying though is it's an ambulance because again, hear what I'm saying. When somebody passes out at a show, especially shows that big, they pass them to the front of the crowd, over the barrier. That's why the crowd's never
Yeah.
against the stage, right?
Right.
So clearly, if instead of them passing somebody over a barrier, they're driving an ambulance through your crowd. At some point, you got to take stock of what's going on.
So
Hey.
I think you have a point there. So, but if I see one person passed out, let's say I'm Travis. I'm gonna just say, let's say I'm Travis. I'm performing in front of 100,000 people, and let's say in one side of the stage, I do happen to see somebody being passed forward, right? And I see them being passed forward. I'm not stopping my crowd. I'm not stopping my performance for that one person because I'm like, oh, they're already being passed forward, so that means
Correct.
they're okay. So now,
Correct.
so you said he eventually stopped. So maybe he saw it happening and becoming an actual thing, and he was like, well, this does not seem right.
I can't.
But you also got to think like Travis Scott is a performer, dog. Like his adrenaline is everything. When he's putting on a show, who
He's
knows
in that mode,
what
yeah.
zone he's in? You know what
Listen,
I'm saying? I just
sicko
think it's
mode.
unfair to blame him for
But
something
hold
like
on.
that.
Also, I don't think he. I would like to think that if he knew people were out there,
I would like
dying,
to think that too.
he would stop.
I'm going
the
to give him
show.
the benefit of the
If
doubt.
they
Listen.
were like Travis, 8 people died. I don't think he's like, nah, we're gonna keep the show going. Like, that's not what happened.
Overall, I think
You know,
he's a
A-
good
ambulance.
kid.
Ambulance
with-
doesn't always mean death. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
him singing ambulance is not like, okay, like there's 100,000 people at a fucking
Sure, there might
festival.
be an ambulance here
Yeah,
or there.
maybe
Like, it
somebody
doesn't matter.
passed out. Maybe somebody
Yeah.
broke
But
their ankle.
first,
whatever.
listen. But the ambulance doesn't come through the back. Like
Right.
y'all are missing my point.
I hear
like,
you.
No, I see.
like
I hear what
when
you're
the
saying.
ambulance snakes itself through the crowd, that means there's a bigger issue at hand.
Here's the thing, Jerome.
also
I
means
think-
the issue's handled too, because the ambulance is there. They're doing work. It's
So
handled.
They're
This
coming
is where-
in the
this
crowd.
is-
Stop
this is-
rapping.
This
Yo,
is where-
everybody, part the fucking Sea Rangers.
Yeah.
Let the ambulance through.
Okay, there you go.
Here's where
There you
I
go.
think the fuck up happened. I think security is supposed to have those things in their ears and fucking mics on for a reason. I think there might not have been enough security for 100,000 tickets. And then on top of the 100,000, there were also reports of thousands of people who bum rushed the front gate.
There
and
was
got
video.
through, right?
There's video of it. Yeah.
Yeah, they said there were thousands of people who got in without tickets. So now I heard the number 40,000 people got in without tickets. Who knows if that's true or not? Now you have a venue that they had set for 100,000 people that now have, let's say, allegedly 140,000 people in it. of course, there's going to be fuck ups. The fact that security even let this go on for as long as it did, I think security has a big part to play in this, man. Security has mics on. They should have been more aware. You're there to do a job. But then I also heard something on the internet about how a lot of the company that was hired to do all the production of the show. I don't know if it was Live Nation or one of them joints, but they were hiring security people the day before. Like there just was not enough
Yeah,
people
I mean,
who
bro,
were
you
trained.
you can't it's impossible to hire enough people.
Yeah,
To be
so-
like you'd have to bust them in from
I'm
Dallas, from
I'm
Austin, from
I
San
think
Antonio.
It's the production company. It's the whoever threw the show. It's the
Yeah.
venue. It's
Yeah.
not the artist. Now, is it in like distaste and should he have known better to stop it? Yes, but it's not his fault.
Yeah,
He
I think
doesn't do crowd
once he
control.
did, I think I would like to think that once he found out this was a real legit problem, that the show stopped.
Yeah.
I can
because-
vouch for to tell you
Because
from the
even
video
Drake
I saw.
come out. Even Drake came out, and Drake is known to be the nice guy, right? Drake came
Again.
out, and didn't he continue performing until it eventually got?
They went to
What-
they
what-
went to an after party at Dave and Buster's.
What you would like,
Yeah.
what you would like to believe, and what
Let me-
really happened.
Can I
are
tell you
completely
one
different.
thing? I'll tell you a name of somebody, but but I actually reached out when I saw the headline pop up on my iPhone. I reached out to a friend or a guy I know that's connected somewhere over there, and I was like, "Yo, I just saw this shit on my fucking phone. Are you and yours okay?" Hours later, he hit me back. He's like, "Bro, I'm just now finding out about this."
I don't feel like that's true because there was clear video of the Kardashian clan being whisked away
Yeah,
as
I mean, this
all
guy's
of.
not a Kardashian, but
all I'm
he's-
saying is
yeah,
He was sitting next to him.
in the air something was up. Because listen, my guy is Travis's guy. Like that's
Yeah.
his dude. They're BFFs, right?
Yeah.
He still hasn't hit me back. I don't expect him to. You know what I'm saying? But my thing was there is many people at fault.
yeah. No, there's a lot of
including-
people at fault. Absolutely.
including the artist. And like what I read about the help, that like I'll tell y'all off air what I read about the help, but the help is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Like it's the worst. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard about. I'll tell y'all off air. It's bad
Okay.
business, but
Yeah,
nevertheless, Astroworld happened.
People
Y'all,
died.
y'all
and
know what
sucks.
it is.
Yeah.
I think
It's-
the last update there was a 9-year-old boy
Oh, that was just
fighting
about to
for
say
his
that.
life.
Broke my heart, man.
Yeah, man. So
Broke my heart.
Bella Bean and I will not be going to any festivals.
Yeah, no.
We're going to the-
That's the same thing I said to myself. Like, yo, that won't no more ever.
we're going to the art show for
Backstage.
30 minutes. We're going to the art show for
Yeah.
30 minutes on Thursday. That's all you
Yeah.
get from us.
Listen, prayers and condolences. I know made some distasteful jokes in the beginning. Eddie did that, and so
yeah, I own that. A joke is a joke.
nah, but prayers and condolences to everybody who was caught up in this, man. It was just terrible. You think you're gonna go to a show,
To
and
have the time
who
of your
knows
life.
who knows how your day is gonna end up, man. There was some weird like rumors going around about somebody stabbing somebody with syringes and causing cardiac arrest. I just
They
don't
said
know
they
how true
stabbed
that
one of the
is.
security guards.
Yeah,
there
so-
was just
so
many
supposedly-
different rumors happening.
And we'll end with this, but supposedly a security guard was stabbed with a syringe, but that actually got debunked earlier today by the Houston chief of police, who they tracked down that particular security guard. Security guard said he got punched. He did not get stabbed with the syringe.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Right.
Security.
So we'll
guards should
move
get
on.
punched.
Episode 138. We're going to talk about these next two things very quickly. We would go off the deep end about them, but the next two things we're going to talk about are just America at its most America.
Yeah.
Number one is Kyle Rittenhouse crying at
Fuck you,
his
Kyle Rittenhouse.
at his
bullshit.
trial today.
Fake, if you want to call it crying,
He was
fake crying.
So I just want to keep it quick because everything I saw was just like it's not looking good for everybody. Like it's just bad.
It's
the
only
judge,
looking good for Kyle Rittenhouse.
the judge needs to be disbarred right now,
Immediately.
right? And then, but we're gonna keep that moving because it'll get ugly. And then the trial. It's not the Ahmaud Arbery trial. Ahmaud Arbery is not on trial.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
forget,
stop saying
I
that.
forget exactly. You have to stop saying that.
We all need to. I'm guilty of that too.
Yeah, we're all guilty of it, but I just wanted to say that he
Yeah.
is not on trial. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace to Ahmaud Arbery.
But the trial of the two men that should be found guilty of killing him
Murdered him.
is underway as well. So please, you know what I'm saying, pay attention to that.
Pay attention, America.
Yeah,
They're
I mean,
about to fuck us over.
CNN is just, you know, it's the place that I check for all the news. They're hitting you with updates every 6 minutes. I feel like it's just bad business going on. So
Yeah.
we're gonna keep that moving because I don't want to get into it because then I'll get turned up tonight.
You're right. You're right.
Episode
Yeah.
138. What's a podcast? So you know, obviously, in the news, we've all just been preparing, waiting to take this L on these Off-White Jordan 2s. And I believe they dropped this week.
Friday.
They already
Friday?
dropped. Oh, they drop on
They dropped
Friday.
Friday.
Oh,
On the 12th, right? Yeah, Friday.
yeah.
What color are you going for?
Black.
Can you join the draw for both of them?
I think so.
Yeah, you can join the draw for both. Yeah.
Which ones you going for? You going for both?
I prefer the black one.
See, I like the white ones. And
I like the white.
I don't even like white Jordans,
Them things crisp.
I mean, I like the white too, but
but I like the black ones too.
yeah, I like them both. I like them
I
both.
think I would wear the black ones more, but I think I'm gonna try to get the white.
The white
ones
ones are
I'm gonna try to
fire
get
too.
both.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to be another classic
Nah, it's gonna be
example.
L's all around. You know what I have?
Abdul already got both pairs.
No, I don't. I don't. Actually, I don't even have any pair. But you know what I am about to do is I'm about to test this new strategy of mine. I'm about to install Sneakers app on my wife's phone
Oh, I
and
did that.
make her an account.
I already did that. Still don't hit.
What shoe was it on?
All of them.
My brother had my mom on that for the Off-Whites.
She hit.
I think she did hit one time.
That's
because
what I'm
he got two
saying.
pair. He
Like,
got
I'm
two
gonna,
pair.
I'm gonna. This is the shoe. I'm gonna make an
I mean, it
account.
gives you one more chance.
But the new people, I think it's
Oh, you think
part
it
of the
rewards
algorithm
them?
to like lure them into the into the
Okay.
matrix.
Okay.
And that's just a thought I have, man. So
I mean, I'm gonna try. I got both of our phones going when it drops.
No, but you gotta create a new account.
No, I'm saying
on-
my wife has one and I have one.
All right, well, I'm gonna
You
create
mean
an
like
account for my wife.
a brand new one?
And yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna create a brand new one for my
Is it
wife.
just with the email? Like, can you create a brand new one for yourself or no?
Yeah, you just gotta have another email address.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do
But
that.
it's different credit card, all that other shit.
Yeah, I mean, she got her own shit. So I'm gonna be like, yo, just put it all up on here, size 9 me. You know what I mean? But I know I'm gonna catch an L. But this is just a theory I want to check because I think that they do show some sort of favoritism to new people coming on, man.
Okay.
They know I've been a member of Nike since 2006.
Yeah.
When does it say the date you joined Nike? Mine is 2006. I'm
like
sure.
sneakers app or just Nike? Period?
No, Nike.com. You remember it used to be.
Oh, mine's 2011 or 12.
Nike
yeah.
NikeStore.com
I
used to
think
have
mine
an
is the
account.
same, like 12, 13.
11, 12, yeah.
Yeah, mine says member since 2006. So, fuck, man.
So, like, this
I
motherfucker
know
already
they
got-
know I'm already in. Like,
Yeah.
they know I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I can create something for my wife and try to get on this raffle through.
I kind of want the ALD sneakers.
You like those, the New Balances?
Yeah, those are kind of
I don't, that black sole bothers me.
I haven't seen them.
It's a very like, I kind of like it.
What's his name? Tom Lim just said in the chat.
trying to
Those
tell
are
you.
fire. Matthew Welty, who's one of the co-hosts of the Complex Sneakers podcast, called those that they're sneaker of the year for him or something.
The
I think it was some-
993s,
Yeah, it was something along those lines. He called those.
Yeah.
He said those are sneakers of the year.
they're pretty dope.
You know what I did go to in Complex Con was I went to the Complex Sneakers podcast live, and you know who the guest was? Gentry Humphrey, G Money, who was
Legend.
Yeah.
They're all right.
So I got to meet him, and I was able to flick it up with him, and dude is a legend for sure. Retired from Jordan Brand. responsible for the Galaxy phone posits, bunch of other shit. Yeah.
I
so-
also am a fan of ALD's marketing. Like, I think they just knock it out the park every single time. Like,
Are you referring to that one posse picture with like the 4 dudes? It feels like it's an old like low life picture from 1993.
Well, yeah, this is the latest one, but I feel like every marketing campaign they kill it.
Okay.
They
Yeah.
just pick prominent figures across the culture, and everybody wants to be a model for them. And it's like they keep picking the right people every single time.
You know, the flyest shit I saw was for one of their campaigns, and I don't remember what it was for, but it was a friend of mine, Eddie Wong, and his dad
Fire.
in the fucking whole campaign,
Fire.
bro.
That's sick.
It was him and his pops ALD'd out. You know what I mean? I can't afford ALD, but that was just like, this shit
Is that
is
shit
fly.
high like that?
ALD is like
It's kind of pricey,
it's
right?
like luxury, damn near. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
it's more than
up
Polo.
there. Yeah, it's more than Polo.
Is
That
it?
shit's expensive, bro.
It's expensive.
Hell yeah.
It's
Hell
expensive.
yeah.
I can't front. I'm not
Like the New Balances would be cheap though. They'd be like a buck.
Sure.
I don't
80?
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
yeah.
this
No,
like
the
right-
sneakers are affordable. I'm talking about the gear, like
Nah,
the
gear is
jackets
like,
and stuff.
It's like a little expensive. It's not like OD though.
Like if I was to get like a nice little overcoat, like a wool coat, I mean, we're knocking on 1,000, right?
Nah, it could be
like-
more
it's
than
like-
1,000, G.
So
I mean,
okay,
like
so that-
900 for like.
we're
a
already
jacket,
past
jacket.
my budget right there.
Yeah, but that's
So-
not like high fashion prices.
Nah, I didn't say it's high fat. It's not Louis Vuitton prices.
It's high street. It's high streetwear price.
It's
Yeah.
high end streetwear.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same as like Visvim and all that shit, probably.
So
But
basically,
Visvim is very expensive, bro.
No,
I think
know.
no.
It's
What
way
I
more
think
than Supreme.
ALD
sure.
is like. I think they want that dude that's like moving from Supreme and Ralph
Graduating
even
from there, yeah.
graduating to and still wants to keep it streetwear. You know.
Listen, I would like to graduate. I just can't afford that graduation.
I mean, I also think that they don't put a lot of product online because they sell out of so much of their stuff. And I'm like, yo, there's no way people are buying this stuff. They have a
Buying it.
$1,600 double-breasted camel hair top coat.
I need that. That's
I
like
love all
that's
this
my
shit.
vibe right there.
I love all this shit. But what I'm like, yo, who's buying it?
Yeah.
And then I also would like to know where they work and are they hiring? Because I need to
Sure.
be in that
I need to get a
particular
second job.
I need to be in that tax bracket, bro. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Listen,
Listen,
holla at your boy
ALD,
Lex.
sponsor the show, for real.
I'm gonna go to
Teddy
ALD.
Santis. Come on.
I'm gonna go to ALD on Saturday because I've heard that it's the hot spot in New York.
Go get
And I'll
some
be
coffee.
down there. Yeah, just sit outside, chill. People
Yo,
watch.
just let them know we got a popping podcast with number 30 in
you know what I'm
Belgium.
saying? I inspired them a few years ago, so I'd like to, you know what I'm saying,
Cash in on that
cash
inspiration.
it on the inspiration for
I
sure.
love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Eddie, I heard you ran into our future intern at Esteem today.
I did. Yeah, he was like, y'all don't recognize that voice.
That's the kid. That's the kid I put in the group chat that wants to
Yeah.
be the intern.
He was saying he was supposed to get him a pair of sweatpants from round 2, and that didn't happen.
Nah, they were sold out by the time I got
Yeah.
there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but shout out to ALD, shout out to Teddy Santis, sponsored the show, we're number 30 in Belgium. Shout out to Dakari, future intern of What's a Podcast. Yeah, man.
For sure. So, I mean, and Abdul in his almost nightly, almost daily unboxing. Well, first of all, shout out to Cousin B. Cousin B, if you guys follow DJ Cousin B on
Yep.
Instagram, he's the homie. He did a solid unboxing.
Oh, he came in.
He
came
had a
up.
nice little, he had both pairs of Pottas.
A package.
What is it? Alix 1017 Alix. Air Force Ones and one other pair. Nice haul. Oh, some
Midwest Adidas. form.
Midwest Adidas kids. Yeah,
Midwest kids.
A nice haul.
Yeah.
Nice haul. But Abdul, he'll show off when he has a haul as well. And he recently shared with the world some John Geiger.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're Air Forces. I don't know. What
GF01s.
GFO,
is the name of on the box. Which are the
GFAF.
Geiger
whatever.
Force 01s, I would think.
Nice.
I think that's the name he went with, and unfortunately, he's in a legal battle with
Are you
Nike.
gonna wear them?
I believe I am. Shout out to a friend of ours, Davin Gentry, who's the owner of Diet Stars Monday, and a fellow DC, Maryland, Virginia native, originally from Kentucky but lived here for a long time and became
Yep,
friends
yep.
with all of us. but he's good friends with Geiger and I believe plays some sort of part in that organization. So
Yep.
he was like, "Yo, I want to send you some of these joints," and I was like, "Yeah, sure." I mean, I've just not been able to afford them. Like, you know, a lot of people have, and I got a lot. I can't even front. I got a lot of messages from people like, "Yo, you wearing these?" And I was like, "Yeah, why wouldn't I?" I come
Message from people talking about you wearing. Are you gonna wear the Geigers?
Yeah,
Like
listen, the linen colorway is fire. I can't even front. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I'm gonna wear them. The quality looks on point. The
I mean, they're
shape
probably
looks all
better
right.
quality. They're probably better quality than Air Force Ones.
Probably because they
Yeah.
make them in small batches, and you know,
And
I think
they're
they
real
might be
leather.
made in Italy or maybe in downtown Los Angeles. I'm not really sure, but you know, I think people have this thing with John Geiger where they just maybe hate him for like no real reason because, you know, I think there's been talks about him taking designs from people and yo, they're bootleg Nikes, and actually a friend of mine was like, yo, he blocked me on Instagram because I said some shit about him stealing designs. And I was like, "Yo, did you also hit up Nego to publicly tell him that he stole designs?"
Right.
And he was like, "No, well, Nego stole." Like, I mean, I come from that day, man. I come
Right.
from owning Bapesters in 2000, 2001. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paying $300-$400 for those sneakers, like.
Still do.
And yeah, but I won't do it like as much today, right? But like I feel like if those Geigers had dropped even back then, I would have paid for them shits because there was something different and there was just a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like people can't big up Nego and shit on Geiger in the same sentence. Like
Yeah.
that,
I
I
don't-
just
I
don't
don't-
agree with that.
I don't mind the Air Force Ones. I don't like the other shoes he does. I
Same.
like the Aqua socks.
Same,
That's
same.
not my
They're not for me.
steez. Yeah.
Also-
I just don't like shoes like that.
Yeah. Also,
You
I
know?
think if you have a personal problem with somebody, I think it's okay to have that personal problem. But for you to just hate on something they're doing because you have a personal issue with that person, I have a
Yeah.
problem with that. Like, just come out and
Yeah.
be honest. Be like, you know what?
Yeah.
I don't really bang with Geiger.
Yeah.
I don't really fuck with what he's doing. And when I say Geiger, I'm saying anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're just using his name right now, but.
Yeah.
But really, if you just have a problem with somebody, instead of coming up with all these other ideas or reasons in your head for not fucking with them, just come out and say, yo, I just don't fuck with this person. I don't bang with them. But you don't have to like shit on stuff people do, man. It's just not fair. And because it's also very hypocritical because if you're saying he stole all this shit, everything we rock has been stolen. That's how trends are made in fashion.
I mean that's kind of like the hip hop way, you know.
That's
From,
just how trends.
from like
that's why
sampling and everything else.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's what it is.
that's what everybody has a T-shirt that comes out looking the same.
It's more borrowed than stolen, I'd say.
Man, listen, but
It's all inspiration. At
it's
this
all
point.
inspiration.
It's all
Like, inspiration is
Yeah,
code name for
yeah.
stealing. So
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you know, without giving up too much information,
yeah,
just shout out to Geiger. You know what I'm saying, man?
He's
Shout out
doing
to
his
him.
thing.
Yeah,
He's doing
like,
his thing.
Shout out to Davin.
yeah,
shout out to
Davin.
Davin, of course.
I hope all you cats, you know,
I'm happy
your
for
thing.
everybody, and I wanna really be out here to support and outside of Geiger, but really support black creatives and black people in this fashion world, man. Trinidad James had a Saucony that came out. Joe Freshgoods had a huge presence at Complex Con. He wasn't even selling anything. I think he did a surprise drop of his New Balance V3s that came out a few months ago. He did like I think he had 100 pairs and he just dropped them randomly at Complex Con and it went crazy. I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? He had pairs that I think they had blocked because they're caught on people had been using bots and they were able to detect some of them, so they canceled a lot of orders. So there were pairs left over, and he just put them out in ComplexCon. But my point is, like, I don't have to love something for me to support my people.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
I mean, you know, that's genuine love right there. Or you could be like Ghostface and be like, keep it real, get your own shit.
Listen, I
Be
like a lot of
original.
this stuff, and I just want to keep the ball moving. I want to have people sell out. So there's there's opportunities for others to come
Yeah.
out and make products.
And like we said, it's all inspiration, right? It's all
Yeah.
inspiration. So whatever inspires you, you put your own twist on it, keep it moving. Let's go. You
Shout out to
feel me?
Complex, man. I was able to sneak into a few rooms I didn't belong into. Shout out to the hospitality suite. I had no business being in there. Shout out to the staff room. They tried to kick me out of one room. I went to the other one, and yeah, I was just moving and grooving, man. I didn't even, I didn't belong anywhere. I was dolo.
Be like water, as
Yeah.
as Bruce Lee said.
And
At this
Nori.
point, did Nori say it too?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, he didn't say that.
At this point, we're gonna say, what is Abdul watching?
Yo, I'm caught up on Succession, one of the greatest seasons of television. But I'm excited about a show that's about to start on Hulu November 18th called The Curse of Von Dutch. If you all remember
is that about
Von
Von
Dutch,
Dutch?
it's
The
about the
motorcycle
brand.
dude?
It's about the brand. It's about the owners. Somebody died. One of the owners got killed. And which one of y'all wore Von Dutch? Von Dutch was popping in Arizona, wasn't it?
It was, but I was still in Virginia.
What about Kellen? Kellen wore Von. Kellen looks like he might have had a trucker hat.
Nah,
Kellen used to have dreads. He probably wasn't wearing trucker hats.
Okay, he had a tee, maybe.
that was never his thing.
I'll admit, I had one tee I copped at Marshalls or some shit.
Von Dutch.
It was a Von Dutch shirt.
Yeah, I never had no Von Dutch. I don't like a lot of branding. I don't like to wear logos.
You know what?
and
I don't
stuff.
think I ever even wore it out. I think I wore it around the house or something like that. But I'm interested in watching this documentary, man, because this story about how they blew up and the drama that ensued from this huge business is kind of interesting to me. So I'm looking forward to that. Succession. I restarted watching The Wire again. I started on season 1, episode 1. Another show I'm watching is $1 Million Homes, Los Angeles, $1 Million Real Estate or something like that.
$1 Million
Los An-
Listings.
$1 Million Listings. Thank you, Los
Yeah.
Angeles. I watched the New York season before, and so this is my first time watching the LA one. But listen, LA real estate is crazy, man.
Stupid.
I mean,
It's
they talk
stupid.
$25 million like
it's nothing.
like it's $3,000.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
Yeah, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was to live in LA, I think I would live in an area called Mid City. I really like it over there.
Mid City's very dope.
It's very convenient to everything. It's almost convenient to everything.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, shout out to LA. Shout out to, our guy at Commonwealth LA. Everybody showed me mad love. Roland, OQ, Larry was out there. Eric was out there from
Oh,
the
what?
Virginia store. And of course, Julian took me to my first game. Eddie Wong, I went to dinner and hung out with everybody. And yeah, I had a good time, man. I can't even front. My boy Matt Ting, we were just mobbing through LA for dinner and Complex Con. I had a good time, man. Shout out to everybody I saw out there.
Shout out to everybody, Complex Con. I think that I haven't been listening to too much new music, but what I have been focusing on is, guys, we gotta. I sent the. Ooh, I'm down. I sent the article over earlier today.
Yep.
But the Coinbase, you really got to get that Coinbase open, and you really got to get your crypto situated because inflation is very real right now, and the crypto market is going crazy in a multitude of ways.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you guys pay attention to Modi.
Our friend Modi.
Shout out to Modi.
Oh, I saw Modi out there too.
Modi's been very
Of course.
dedicated to the NFT space.
Yeah.
And he is somebody to follow on his journey. And he's somebody who I think we can all learn. We can all learn and just, if as a new beginner, like follow his steps. You know what I'm saying? See where he succeeds, see where he fails.
Okay.
I just got on FanDuel myself as well. That's like betting, you know what I'm saying? Like online betting and like betting on basketball games and stuff like that. But
Oh, shit.
the nice little coins to be made right there.
Listen.
But I really suggest folks, get their crypto knowledge up because we're watching things go crazy. The price of gas is going crazy everywhere.
Gas is stupid.
there was some misinformation about milk last week on CNN that really had the internet ablaze, and I think that people need to just sort of pay attention to what's going on
Yeah.
and really open themselves up to this. Obviously we saw Facebook change their name to Meta,
Yeah.
right? And the metaverse is that's what we talked about last week. Nike registered like 7 different patents for the metaverse.
Yep.
Right. So essentially I think they're trying to make it push like we're all gonna live online in the future or live in the metaverse. So you'll be able to have your digital dunks on, your digital XYZ.
That's just
And-
whack,
Well,
yo.
I
It's-
think
it's
also
interesting.
means like all these NFTs and things like that are going up on sale means that if you happen to have a picture or do something with the Nike logo in your NFT, now they have copyright infringement against something like that, which is why they register. Listen, it's kind of like putting the pressure on everybody. Like, yo, where you coming? You think you could get away with this shit even in the metaverse? I'm gonna come for you.
Yeah. And they come.
So that's why they registered their logos and names and a bunch of like that in the metaverse, which is a whole different sphere of things, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm good on it.
Yo, shout out to my brother Clark Kent. I missed you at Complex Con this year. Next year we're gonna go crazy.
He didn't go.
No, he didn't make it this year. So shout out to him. And but next year we're gonna mob through that shit and go be fucking savages out there.
So there you have it, episode 138. What's the podcast? Shout out to my guy. I was available. Hashtag Shewar Eddie.
Peace, yo.
My man, Don't Charge Abdul.
Let's go, darling Nikki, right now. I'm
DJ
impressed.
Jerome Baker the third. Get your Coinbase popping. Read up. The hundreds are very big. Bobby Hundreds is very big in the NFT space
For sure.
So read up about it. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people you trust.
Yeah.
I'm DJ Jerome Baker the third, and we're out. Peace.
Peace.